Now that Godzilla Legacy of Monsters has ended, there's one big question that haunts the Monsterverse community, and that is, has this series upscaled Godzilla higher into the tiering system? Has it downplayed him at all, or anything like that? And today I am here to answer your questions on if this series has upgraded Godzilla in any way, shape, or form. I do want to say that you guys have probably seen, planet and large planet stuff for Monsterverse be thrown around these past couple months, and some of you might be confused. But I do want to say that I'm here to try and keep it plain and simple. This video, shouldn't be too long, maybe like 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. That's kind of the duration I want to keep for this video because it's pretty short and simple. I don't want to make anything too complicated. And then in around 2 months' time, I'll be scaling Godzilla x Kong Godzilla, so we'll see where that gets him. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about the new scaling. So, I know you guys probably have seen me and my server say it, in King of the Monsters public server and things like that, about these planet and large planet metas being thrown around for Godzilla. And this all comes from a couple statements back from King of the Monsters, which have now been supported by Legacy Monsters. So, the first statement is that Godzilla's atomic breath is stated to be the strongest thing in nature. And a lot of you have thought, that this was just an exaggeration, hyperbole, out of line, things like that. But, a couple months ago, we actually got confirmation from Greg Keys himself that the strongest thing in nature statement is not limited to nature on Earth, but instead refers to the entire universe. So that would mean that Godzilla would upscale things like volcanic eruptions, storms, earthquakes, with some earthquakes reaching country level, as well as Godzilla would also upscale things like gamma ray bursts and black holes and things like that, which was confirmed by Legacy of Monsters to be true with all of the Titans scaling to the Hollow Earth energy, and the Hollow Earth energy can produce energy similar to that of supermassive black holes and gamma ray bursts, and the Titans scale to it as all of them are, one, born from the Hollow Earth, and two, can, produce energies at least somewhat similar to that of the entire Hollow Earth. And they tank Hollow Earth energy just on the daily, anyway. So, this is where the scaling gets, good for Monsterverse. Now, this all can get planet to large planet pretty easily by a couple things. The Hollow Earth portal in Alaska has been calced twice to be able to reach planet from both myself and Godzilla King of the Monsters. And this is consistent since with energy statements of supermassive black holes, they should at least be a baseline of planet to even large planet for some black holes in the universe. And gamma ray bursts are usually solar system, so that's kind of just the high end for Monsterverse new scaling now, if you want to go that high. But you can easily just cap this at like star level, to say, if you want. But this is easily, pretty consistent planet to large planet stuff, as also being stronger than anything in the universe would mean things that can destroy things like large planets and planet levels things, etc. Things like that. So, it's pretty consistent right now for Monsterverse to be in the planet to large planet ranges, but that's not it. The portal in Godzilla vs. in the Ion Dragon fight was calculated by Godzilla King of Monsters to be Dwarf star level, as well as we have other statements from Greg Keys in his interview that Ghidorah is said to go from planet to planet consuming and destroying them, which some people like to use to help keep the Monsterverse meta planet consistent. Now, this can either be planet or this can be just mostly continents of basis due to terraforming, which is consistently stated and shown what Ghidorah kind of does to Earth. Instead of just destroying it immediately, he kind of just starts to terraform it into his liking. So I don't think I would buy this statement as planetary, but you easily could if you felt like it. But overall, that's kind of all the new metas for Legacy of Monsters. This also does kind of keep this especially keeps planet consistent with before the show is released that the Titans could destroy the world statement, and different statements, and new statements too, referring like Shimu, Scar King, Kong, and Titans like that. They all have Earth level power. But that is for the GX Kong Godzilla X Kong stuff is for a video in the future. But I hope this clears up all the new metas for you guys, and I will see you guys very shortly.